On International Peace Day, the United Nations asks for a 24-hour ceasefire of all hostilities around the world. It also asks people to observe 1 minute of silence at noon to honor victims of war and violence. The day begins with the Peace Bell ceremony at the United Nations headquarters. The Peace Bell was donated by the United Nations Association of Japan in June 1954 and is made of metal that includes coins contributed by people from 65 member countries. The bell is a symbol of hope for peace and is rung several times a year, including on International Peace Day. After the bell has been rung, the UN Secretary-General delivers a message. With the internet and social media, there is a lot more awareness of International Peace Day than back in 1981. Social media posts sharing information, ideas and peace messages reach millions of people all over the globe. There are many online events which people can register for on the day, such as live shows, conferences and workshops. The International Day of Peace isn't just about ending international conflicts. It is also about changing our behavior towards each other and our environment. For example, we can try to bring peace to our personal lives by saying sorry and making peace with someone we know. Have you ever driven somewhere and realized when you arrived that you couldn't really remember anything about the journey? Or have you ever eaten a whole packet of biscuits when you were planning to only have one? Or have you stayed up much later than you planned, or even all night, watching just one more episode of a TV series? When we are mindful, we are more conscious of our thoughts, our actions and what is happening around us. We might notice a beautiful sunset or really listen carefully to what a friend is saying, rather than planning what we're going to say next. We are also more aware of our own feelings and our thoughts. For most people, life is getting busier and busier. Technology means that we always have something to do and there isn't much opportunity to just be. People are often doing 2 or 3 things at the same time, texting while watching TV, or even looking at their phone while walking along the pavement. Research shows that mindfulness reduces stress and depression. It can help you to concentrate, have a better memory and to think more clearly. It can also help people to manage pain better and to improve their sleep, and it can even help you lose weight because you won't eat that whole packet of biscuits without thinking. Another technique is to focus on a piece of food, typically a raisin. Instead of eating it without thinking, slow down. Look carefully at it and notice how it feels in your fingers. Smell it. Then put it on your tongue and taste it. Only then start to eat it slowly, noticing how it feels and how it tastes. This is just a simple example that gives us a small idea of how hard life must be for a person who is unable to read. Illiteracy is a major problem around the world. To acknowledge the huge efforts of people working in this field, the United Nations celebrates International Literacy Day every 8th of September. Since 1967, this annual celebration has brought attention to people in the world who don't know how to read or write. It highlights ways to combat this problem and the huge progress that has been made. Every 8th of September, UNESCO holds an awards ceremony in Paris in which prizes are given to individuals and organizations who work hard to increase literacy around the world. It is estimated that around 14% of the global population is illiterate. Within that statistic, there is some good news and some bad news. On a positive note, the levels of illiteracy have fallen a lot in recent decades. In just 1980, world illiteracy was at 43%. However, there are still enormous differences between regions. There is a strong connection between illiteracy and poverty. People who can read and write have an enormous advantage over those who can't when it comes to studying and training. This means that literate people generally earn more money and even enjoy better health. A study by the UN showed that almost 83% of women and girls are able to read and write. However, two-thirds of all illiterate people in the world are female. This problem is due to factors such as insufficient educational opportunities for girls or the tradition in some countries for girls to get married at a young age. The same UN study showed that, internationally, 90% of men and boys are able to read and write. However, in many Western countries, girls generally show better literacy than boys. Experts suggest that this is due to education techniques which don't always suit boys, as well as the opinion among some boys that reading and writing are girly things to do. In the digital era, learning to read and write has become more accessible, with the internet and the popularity of devices like computers and smartphones. UNESCO suggests that literacy has become more important than ever as the world changes towards knowledge-based societies which depend on communication rather than creating physical products. Many libraries and universities organize events to celebrate International Literacy Day, often inviting famous writers to participate. Check out #LiteracyDay on social media to see what's happening in your region. It may seem as if the problems of the world are impossible to fix, but there are a few things that you can do to help in some way. As a first step, inform yourself about the major humanitarian problems that the world is facing at the moment. But friends are not only important on an individual level. Friendship can also be important on a global level. Friendships that cross borders can help bring peace and avoid war. Learning to think of other people, people who are different from us, as